That's really interesting to me. I'm still trying to absorb all that and sort through it, because about the time I think I've got it nailed down, the rule goes out the window and it all changes. But the ones that are the most successful for me have been topics that are maybe current, that somehow, they could be a historical book, but I'm dealing with an issue that may still be of interest today. For instance, I did a series on human trafficking, which is kind of a dark topic, and it was a hard one to research, a hard one to write. But that seemed to catch on, because as it was being released, people were starting to learn, as I did in the research, more and more about how common this is. People have said to me the very thing I thought before I started writing it was, this is something that happens somewhere far away from us, not here, and you find out it's in your backyard, and you just, right here in your neighborhood. And in fact, it wasn't an idea that I had originally come up with, but a publisher called me and said, I like the way you do novels on current topics, and I think this is a hot topic. Would you consider doing something on human trafficking? And they were specific that they wanted it to be about children. And I thought, oh, could you ask me to do anything more awful? And as I said, it was dark. There were times I'd have to get up in the middle of it and go outside and take a walk in the sunshine. But then I would think, I can't do this. And then I'd think, well, you know what? These children are living this every day. The least I can do is go back and write about it. That's nothing compared to what they're going through. And if it helps bring awareness to people, and in turn bring about some sort of action that helps these people escape that, then it was worth it. And so I think for me, it's just hitting the right topic at the right time. And a lot of that has to do with release too. I've learned in both ways. You can go too soon together for a sequel, and you can go way too far. You want to leave enough space so that book can become solid. People really have gotten it, have the foundation of the story, and are looking and seeing what's going to happen next, and they're anxious for it. And you have to have, of course, the marketing time. You have to have all of that going on, but you don't want to go so long that they've lost interest. And then they have to go back and say, oh, wait a minute, who are these people? I want them to still be hanging on my characters and wondering where they're going next when the next book comes out. Because book 2 is the toughest in a series. If you lose them in book 2, they're not coming back for book 3. So that's, usually book 1 will be the big hit. But then book 2 is, boy, you just have to really, really dig in and do your marketing, because even, the publishers, your publicists, they're all kind of tapped out on book 1, and they're like, I don't know where to go with this. It's the same topic, So you just have to really work with them and keep pushing to, let's get that out there. We got to talk to, get on the radio stations, get on the TV stations, get everywhere you can, and let people know that this story is continuing. These people are still here. So for myself personally, I like to see like a 6 to 9 month time frame. Anything before that is too close together. But anything after that starts to leave your readers moving on to something else. So that works out for me well.